Just turn this noise off, huh?
Alright, that's all I have of that. Wow. Good evening.
Alright. Oh, it didn't know sound again? It didn't know a sound again? Oh no, man. So sad.
Man, what are you doing?
It has something to do with the... Anyway, second monitor has something to do with the...
Second
sound
monitor!
Card. Oh, well. Hey! Welcome, welcome. Welcome to those joining us. I know tonight in the U.S. is election night, so thanks for coming and visiting us or watching after the fact. So, we've been watching the results for the first part of the evening, and now we're spending the rest of it with you.
Much preferred.
Rebecca is along for the ride, literally, because she has the plague.
I do. I do.
She has the plague.
Thanks for sharing.
We're going to power through. So if you saw the little numbers down here, we are at 24 out of 344 on our resolution. And just to recap, for those that don't know about the resolution, we made a resolution to play all our board games in 1 year.
Because we're crazy.
And we started October 1st. It is November 6th as of the filming of this show. And we are slightly behind pace to make that goal.
But not entirely surprising considering we started in October.
Yes. So
thanks, guys.
We've done 29 games so far. We should be at 35 to stay on pace.
That's only 6 games. Man, we can crack out like some Flux or something and be good to go.
I don't think we put Flux on the list.
No, we didn't. But I'm just saying. Just saying.
All right. So let's jump right into the resolution. That's going to be the first part of our show for the foreseeable future, is doing the resolution piece, and then we'll move on. But you get to get a quick review of a ton of different games. So we played 13 different games. 13 different games since last we spoke about these things.
Yeah.
These matters. And we purchased one new game. So I'm kind of hurting our numbers here by buying games. But it is what it is. When Essen tidal wave comes in, we're going to fall for it.
I was going to say, you started like the worst time of year. The worst.
We should have waited till after we got Essen games and purged from the Essen games, probably. But the new game I purchased. Oh, this is your job. This is your only job tonight.
Sweet.
I finally broke down and got Yedo.
Yedo?
Yedo. I don't know.
It's Yedo or
Yedo.
Yedo.
So this is a heavier worker placement game on the longish side. It's a 2 to 3 hour game, about 2 hours with 2 players. I've been waffling on getting this forever. I'm like, do I want this? Do I not want this? I've heard it's not good 2-player. I heard it's okay 2-player.
But we like waffles.
But I've been waffle. But on the many marketplaces that I shouldn't be on in Facebook, someone was selling Yedo.
Yeah, what are you doing on Facebook looking for more board games?
For a good price. And it comes with a little bit extra.
Oh, I forgot about the extra.
A little bit extra.
This is pretty cool.
So Yedo, like I said, it's a heavy worker placement game. It's got some bidding going on in it. Some area control, all kinds of good stuff. Hold on. Get all this crap out of here. So the board looks really, really cool. I like the board. Like I said, I've been wanting to play this at a con forever to try it out, but it's such a heavy game. I don't think I'll would ever be able to do that. So here's the board.
Look at this. It's pretty.
So there's the board. Really cool. It reminds me a lot of Pillars of the Earth.
Yeah, I kind of get that.
It's pretty and functional. So yeah.
But
that's not the extra. That's just the board. The extra is it came with. He made his own foam core insert for the game. So
yeah, look at this, and he customized.
Oh, you're gonna show the ninjas off?
I gotta show this off. This is adorable. The guy.
So normally your worker. This is what your workers normally look like. It's a little cylinder-looking thing.
Can you see him?
And he made little ninja guys. You have to lean over probably a little bit.
Okay, you gotta see him. He's adorable.
He made little ninja dudes for the workers.
And it's every color has them. Like there's little green Little green ninjas. Is this not precious?
Yeah,
This
you
is
got little ninja,
precious.
he made little ninja guys.
They're so awesome.
So it's out of print, and
it's cool.
And I had all this extras. I just had to get it. So there you go.
It's adorable.
So yeah, I'm really happy to get this one. It was obviously a labor of love. He didn't say why he got rid of it, but it was kind of cool because he said he was a fan of our Board Game Blender show.
Oh, rock on.
Yeah.
Very
so he
cool.
gave me a discount on shipping.
Oh, that's sweet. That was really cool. I mean, this is really souped up, and the art, wow, look at how pretty. Let's see.
This is what Yokohama should be?
You did not.
No.
Oh, I thought you were talking Yamatai. I was going to slap you.
Yokohama. You're always complaining about the art. You
Yes.
don't like the art. So.
Yes, this is what Yokohama should look like. If Yokohama looked like this, I would want to play that game all the time.
So I couldn't pass this one up because I said, I've been wanting to play it forever, but always at a convention, I'm going, I don't want to learn how to play this at the convention. And then okay, next time I'll go to the convention. I've done that 4 times and finally I gave up. Because we love worker placement. This is a beautiful game. Looks really interesting. So throw all that junk in and we'll
you're
move
still
on.
keeping this in?
So this is why we went from 343 to 344 was this game right here.
And it's a long game too. Way to go. We couldn't pick a 20-minute game. You're
Nope.
like, hey, let's add a 20-minute game. No, he's like,
If it was
what's
a shorter
that?
game, I would already owned it.
3 hours.
All right, so
Crazy.
the 12 games that we played that we owned, we've had requests for me to rate them in order and give them ratings. So I did both. Rebecca did not, but I did. I call all these games the middle of the road games because they all range from a 7 to an 8. So they're all basically in the same general area.
Okay.
So let's start off with my number 12, the one I like the least of the 12. And they're all in order, so you can just grab them.
What, this?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 12 is...
Betrayal.
This game should be so much better.
Yeah, okay. You know, I think you're just hating on this game because it's clunky. But it's still hilarious. It's hilarious. The game's hilarious.
It's so
I know it's
broken. It is broken.
Yeah, it's broken.
It's frustratingly broken. You go through the first part, and the first part's so much fun. You're all jovial, and you're joking, and reading little stories, and exploring the house, and having fun. And then the haunt happens, and it breaks. The game just breaks.
I know, but it's still fun.
It's like, I'm probably like maybe 50-50 on the end of the game actually being realistic in terms of who can win and who can't win. I've never had a game where it was like down to the last roll of the dice to see if someone wins. Usually the bad guy destroys everybody or the good guys walk away without any trouble. It's never like intense, like, oh, we're gonna make it, is this gonna happen? It's always like way over here or way the other way. Or at some point you go, I don't know how we do this. Let's just do it this way.
Yeah, I know. You shouldn't have to do that in a game. I know it at my heart, but I don't know. There's just something. I just like the premise so much that it still holds a little.
So this one still gets a 7 from me because the first part of the game is so much fun.
It really is.
I just really enjoy it. I just wish I know that it seems like they almost didn't even play test the endings. They just kind of wrote them up and said that sounds good.
Yeah.
It seems like they didn't even play test the ending. Yeah, if Hector would have seduced me, I would have felt better about the game probably.
Lord. Yeah, let's just.
But can you ever think of a play of this? We've probably played this game 10 to 12 times. I'm estimating.
Yeah.
Can you ever think of a play that was, wow, that was like the last roll and it was so intense and the ending was amazing?
No, but we've had some good close calls, some fights and stuff.
But there's never been, I can't think of one time where it was like down to the last roll or the last turn to see if someone won. It was always like the good guys just we do this, and this, and we win.
We had a close one. It was a long time ago.
Are you sure I was playing with you?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was like when we first got the game. I don't know. But yeah, I think it is incredibly situational and what premise you get for the haunt.
Yeah.
And I think it didn't change that much. I don't feel like it changed that much with betrayal at Baldur's Gate.
They should never like the one we played, the last one we played, we almost needed a specific item to be able to win. And we had to just frantically search everywhere and do all these things to try to get that one item to have a chance to win. And by the time we got it, we were already basically out of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, there were things stacked against us.
Yeah. Anyway, but I still enjoy the game. I just wish the ending was better.
Yeah.
It's like it's like the first up to the haunt's like almost a 9 for me.
and then
the haunt itself is like a 4. So it averages out. That doesn't average to a 7. The haunt's a 5. 9 plus 5 is that math. Yeah.
Your math's about as broken
All
as
right,
the
next
haunt.
up is one of Rebecca's favorites.
And still is, especially after our last play.
This one I also rate a 7 because this is like Grandpa on his last leg.
You know what? Grandpa is not on his last leg. Grandpa's doing just fine. It was still fun hanging out with Grandpa.
Game Wife asked if we're back to Betrayal. She asked if we're backing Betrayal Legacy. I'm probably going to.
Oh my goodness.
Because if you put Rob Davio involved, he's going to balance that game. He's going to make it work.
Yes.
He's going to make the haunts. I assume there's haunts in the game. He will make them
cool.
He'll play test the crap out of it and figure out how to balance it properly. If Pandemic Legacy 1 and 2
oh yeah, I mean,
have anything to say, that he is really good at balancing out games. So back to Dominion. Dominion is
fun.
It is like when you go to a museum and you look at old rusted up things.
Old rusted up things, apparently. I like ancient things. Yeah.
So Dominion, I've come to the point where a game that's just one mechanism is not enough for me. Sorry.
That doesn't mean it's a bad game. It just means you're a snob.
I am a snob. Dominion was Rebecca's gateway game too, so
yeah.
It was my re-gatewaying.
Re-entry. That sounds like you're entering the atmosphere. But no, I think what was really fun too is we played Epic Dominion. So we combined all 5 of our boxes and played that. That was fun.
No, that's the only reason I kept it as a 7. If you asked me to rate it before we played our play of it, I would have put it like maybe a 6. But I actually somewhat enjoyed it. But it really, I want more.
Be still my heart.
I want to move things on a board and roll some dice and.
You can move some cards around and snicker every time you did something obnoxious to me. Isn't that enough for you?
It just there's just not enough meat on those bones anymore.
I like scheme
But anyway,
games.
great game. If you're looking for kind of a introduction to.
This is the granddaddy of all deck builders. You can't say if. That is a great place to start.
There's so much better deck. Clank is a better deck builder than Dominion.
But if you're starting out, that may be too much for you.
Could be.
And it's still different.
Could be.
If I just want to flip around some cards and have a good old time, Dominion is my go-to.
So the next one up on the list is I rated a 7.5. I was completely disappointed with this game. Not completely, but I had much higher expectations for Hell Hydra.
It was fun.
I heard so many good things. I had so many awesome people talking about, oh, Hell Hydra's awesome. It replaces Battlestar Galactica and blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
blah.
I would never go that far, though.
It's just another social deduction generic game. It's just, yeah.
I think it's a lot of fun. Now, the only thing that makes it tough is it feels like it's unnecessarily complicated when you get into like everybody's special abilities. That was my only thing. I would
play Secret Hitler over this game.
Secret Hitler's really fun.
I would probably play. I could probably list 15 social deduction games I like.
Is it because it was so tough?
No, it was just. There was not any the thing I like about social deduction games, there's always that, whoa, I can't believe that happened, or oh, I thought you were on the other team, oh, this is happening, oh, the shocking moments. This was like, yeah, you're the traitor. We picked out the traitors almost without fail every single game early into the game.
Maybe we just suck at the game.
Could be, but what you find, Dean? And Hector makes a good point. I didn't feel when I was playing whatever characters I played that I was that character.
Oh.
I did not feel my powers or whatever did not translate. Because obviously the game has a limited number of rules, so you can only affect the rules in so many different ways. So you can't make one character feel much. I don't know. It just didn't.
Yeah.
I would play this game. I enjoyed this game, but like I said, I can name a ton of social deduction games.
Do you think that the hype about this game killed it?
Maybe.
Because the chat was asking, and that's always good.
Yeah, I may have expected more. I mean, I expected this Marvel,
like overwhelmingly Marvel.
but it's just a social deduction game with a Marvel theme kind of pasted on top of it.
That's true.
You could put mobsters. You could do
pirates.
You could put ninjas. You could put politics. You could put anything on top of this.
That's really true.
And it would feel exactly the same.
I totally agree with that, though. But I like it for something different. I think it was fun. I guess because we got into, like, being cheesy with our characters and stuff.
I mean, like I said, it's good. I gave it a 7.5, which is a good rating. But it's not like I went, whoa. And there was never a moment where I went, oh, man, I can't believe you were the traitor. And that's my favorite thing about social deduction is when you fool someone and they really are surprised.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, you're the traitor. Or nah, I'm not shocked. It's one of you two is the other traitor. I mean, it really wasn't, there was never that big reveal where, like, boom, I'm the traitor. Anyway.
It's true.
Hail Hydra.
I still like it.
Next up.
Ooh.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis also, I believe, got a 7.5. Yes, it did.
Chlorophyll.
This one's just, I don't know. It feels comfortable. It feels smooth. I like it.
You have a butt?
But I don't know how to play this game.
What?
In that way, I mean, part of me wants to go just, oh, let's just do this, and let's just put some trees here, and let's do this. Part of me wants to sit there and go, okay, if I put a seed there, you're going to put that, and then this tree's going to grow. You're probably going to do this, and I spend like 10 minutes doing my turn. I don't think, and I can't find a middle ground, so I decided to do just whatever. That looks like a good move.
I think this game could go either direction. You can play it as a light game, or you can go crazy.
That's the point. I don't know how to. I don't know how to play this game. Part of me wants to like really analyze and think. Okay, the sun's gonna move this way. I'm gonna get like 5 points.
You play it that way when you solo it.
But that's what I mean. I don't feel like I should do that. But
Yeah.
part of me wants to do that. Go. Okay, when the sun goes this way, I'm gonna get 6 points. But when it goes this way, I'm only gonna get 3. So I need to put a tree here to get more points on that turn. I mean, you can really just go crazy deep with this game.
I know.
And part of me, and like I said, I just made the decision to just do random kind of whatever, so that my turns wouldn't be long. But then I feel like then at that point it's almost like a super light game, and it's just I don't know. What are people saying?
Something about photosynthesis. I don't even know how to say that. That's
the thing about this game. You could really sit there and analyze.
It's really. That's what I like about.
And
this
someone
game,
mentioned
that
there's 2 ways to play it, and and part of me wants to play it the super heavy way, where you really think about what you're doing, but I just don't play it that way. So that way, it kind of pushes it into the realm of the kind of the light Euro games.
Is this in your top 10 meh games? Oh my gosh. You're just a hate monster.
I told you this was all middle of the road games.
Man,
I'm not gonna be super excited about any of these.
You were like bouncing off the walls to get that game.
I know, it's a beautiful game.
Goodness.
Dice Town. This is the older version. I think there's a new version.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, there's a new version out that's a little bit different. But anyway, this one we've had this one for ages and ages.
This game's a hoot.
This one got, I think this got a 7.5 as well. Yep, 7.5 as well. This one I really enjoy, but it's what photosynthesis is all the time.
Yeah.
It's that light. It's in this. When the way I play photosynthesis is the way this game is. It's a light, easy. You don't really strategize very much and just kind of play it fun game. It's not.
Yeah, you try to strategize too much, and the dice will just hate on you.
Well, I mean, if you really think, okay, I want to do this. I mean, someone else could mess up what you're doing, right? It's just easier just to go, okay, I want to do this turn. I think I'll do this, and this turn I think I'll do that.
Yeah,
it falls into that category of games.
Yeah, but I just go with the flow, and that's how I win.
I would almost call this a gateway game, except I'm really not telling what the games are about. That's okay. Because we got to go through these pretty quick. There's a lot of them. This one, basically, you're making different poker hands, and whoever has the most of one, basically they range from a 10 to ace. Whoever has the most of each one, not including the aces, gets a little bonus. And if you don't get, there's a section for the 9, no, it goes 9 to ace. 9, 10, jack, queen, and king. If you got the most of that particular...
The board's not big. I can
face of the die, I guess.
I can show it.
It's dice, not cards.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you get the most of each one of those numbers, you get something, and then the best poker hand gets a bonus. But the thing that makes this game tricky to teach is if you don't get anything on the way, then there's a bad luck down here at the end.
Yeah, but how often do we use that?
Because we play a lot 2-player. If you play 4-player, people get that quite often.
Oh, sorry, there's a bit of a glare.
So
the
doc bad luck, if you don't get anything, you get like you pick something based on one of your die faces.
Yeah.
And you get a bonus. So you have to explain what each of those bonuses are and what they do. So if they just kind of took this out and just made if you don't get something, you get like a gold nugget or something, it would make the game so much easier to teach.
Yeah. I don't know. I like this game a lot. I like the fact that the money, it looks like paper money, but it actually looks like some kind of fabric. It's plastic.
Fabric-y plastic money.
And it's like super durable, which I think is fun. That's the way I like money. And the dice are amazing for this. It's really hard to see. But they're all different little poker faces, and they're really colorful. I don't know. You know how badly I stink at dice. But I don't even care in this game.
It's a fun little light game. I mean, honestly, if you didn't shake up your cups and slam down the dice, it would drop probably a point.
Gimmicks.
All right, we're moving on to one of Rebecca's all-time favorites. This one's also a 7.5. Castles of Mad King Ludwig.
I like those crazy kings.
My opinion of this game is slowly going down.
Why?
I don't know.
That's so rude.
It's okay. It's an okay game.
Maybe you need an expansion to trick it up or something now.
Maybe, but it's just kind of.
We just had the base game.
So the castles you build, you basically have it has an auction system where one person sets up the auction, the other players buy tiles. If they buy a tile, they give the money to the person who set up the auction. So there's kind of this whole cat and mouse. So how much do I set the price for each of these, and if it's something I really want, I want to put the price high so no one buys it, but then I have to pay more for it. So it's got this cool auction system. That's probably the only reason it's staying high on my list is that auction system is interesting to me. What are you laughing at?
Just Castles of Meh King Ludwig. You are Mr. Meh tonight. Okay,
it's funny.
Let me explain why this game is awesome.
Rebecca loves this game, so I'll let her talk about it more.
Yeah. I shouldn't have tilted this for one thing, but...
Yes.
Oh, boy. Well, anyway, I'll pretend I didn't see any of this tragedy. This game has so much fun stuff. It's going to be different every time because you have different goals that you're going for, plus the fact that you shuffle up a deck of cards and then it pulls like different numbers and it'll say 450 or 200, and that tells you what room is going to come up. So every time it's totally different. And it's crazy because you've got some rooms that are like this, and then you've got some rooms that are like this, or you're going to have a room that's like this, or you're going to have these little teeny tiny rooms, and each one has different things on it. Like this one is, it's got the little cup on it, so it's like dining room, kitchen related places, and so they give you a special kind of bonus. You get to, if you complete one and close all of the doors off, then you get to have an extra turn.
It's a food room.
Yeah, it's a food room. But if you get like, oh, this one isn't it? There's some outdoors ones, and of course it's on the bottom. Yeah, so you get one of these big monster outdoor ones, but you close it off, you get $10,000, which is a huge amount if you look, because every turn you're bidding for these rooms, and this is the bidding board, and you can't read those numbers, but the highest one's 15. So if you get 10,000 for closing off a room, that's huge, because that pretty much opens up all of the board for you to be able to bid next time and put up a fight, so that people, because the other player sets the rooms where they think, you know, it's going to be to their advantage, because you pay them for the rooms. It's really fun. I like the way the bidding works for it, because, you know, whatever I set up the bidding, and then whatever he buys, I'm getting the money for that. So he may decide to just be a brat and buy some stairs for a couple thousand and totally short me all this money. Or if I do it right and there's a piece he really, really, really wants and I set it at the 10,000 or something, he may splurge and get that even though he knows it's going to go to me. Most likely not, because Hunter's a poop. But you usually are like, you're trying to trick me. I'll buy a stair. That's what you like to do. It's fun. But yeah, it's a really fun game, and the rooms are neat, and they have different bonuses on them too. So like this one, you get bonuses for how many different types of corridors you have in your castle. This one, the entertainment rooms are really picky because they're loud, so you don't want to put any bedrooms or utility rooms right next to it and things like that. You'll have detriments and negative victory points and stuff. It's really, I love this game. We just have the base game. I've played the
Secrets.
The Secrets one. That was really cool. I enjoyed that. But this is still just like, I don't know, my go-to.
She loves it. I'm just
I love it. I love it. And the inserts, this is Broken Token insert.
Yes.
Wasn't this? Yeah, and that one also was awesome because then we just go boop and we just pull them out and can play. Amazing.
I like it, but don't love it.
Sorry.
Like it.
I had to destroy your meh for a minute there.
Yeah.
You killed me with your
That's
mess.
fine. All right, let's move on.
Are you still meh with this game? Because this makes me...
This is the first one of the 8s.
Oh, okay. So we're getting out of the meh.
Century Eastern Wonders. I like this game. I like it more than Spice Road because you're moving stuff around on the board, which I like more than just a card game. Spice Road is basically a card game. This one you're moving a little ship around and you're going to different places. It's effectively moving the ship around is the same as kind of playing cards from your hand in Spice Road, so they're very similar. It's just this one has more tactile stuff going on than Spice Road. I like the moving the ship around. There's some strategy to how you move your ship, and to basically when you move your ship, you move to a location, and one of the things you can do is take a market action, and you basically do the same as a card. You exchange 3 yellow cubes for 2 green cubes or whatever.
Yeah.
But so you're moving your ship around all these different places, and you're setting up little trading houses, I think they're called. And once you have a trading house on a spot, you can do the action of that spot. And then off to the sides and the corners are the ports, which are basically the victory point cards. So you got to drive your ship up to the port to drop off your cubes to get the victory points. Basically the same game, very, very similar game to Spice Road. But like I said, I like the not only the moving the boat around, but basically figuring, okay, if I'm moving up in this section, what combinations can I use? It's like almost like each area of the board's a partial hand of cards, because you don't want to go to one corner to do an action and have to go all the way back to another corner to do the action, and then back to another corner to do another action. You got to think, okay, how can I move my boat around? It makes it more of a puzzle. It's a similar puzzle to your hand of cards, but it's just sections of the board. Yeah. So I like this one much better. I actually like the combined game of Eastern Wonder Spice Road the best. We did not play that
last time, but yeah.
But we played it before and we really enjoyed that.
That's how we broke into this, actually, was to combine it. That was amazing.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome, guys.
I love it. This is a good one. Like I said, I like this one better than Spice Road. I don't think it replaces it because Spice Road's lighter, easier to teach game than this one is. So there you go. Century Eastern Wonders. Anything to add? All right. Let's move on to the next 8. It is an 8 as well. I don't know what it is. Where is it?
Am I doing both?
No, one at a time.
What?
We can do them both. They're both 8s. So we got Welcome to the Dungeon and Welcome Back to the Dungeon. I like Welcome Back to the Dungeon better. For Welcome to the Dungeon, it's basically a straight pusher game. Basically, you're sending an adventurer down into a dungeon. You have some equipment that's going to help him fight monsters, and basically each person takes turns looking at a card, and it's a monster that the adventurer is going to have to potentially fight. You can add it to the monster he's going to fight, or you can take it out, but you have to take one of his equipment away. So as time goes by, the number of monsters in the dungeon is going to increase, the amount of equipment is going to decrease, and at some point someone goes, okay, I'm out, I don't think he's going to survive. And you go until everyone passes but one person. That person has to send the adventurer into the dungeon. If he survives all the monsters, you get a victory card or whatever. First one to get 3 victories, or as soon as someone dies twice, the game's over. So,
I'm just weirded out that these boxes are not exactly the same.
They're one slightly taller than the other. That's weird.
I would have thought they used the same box.
Same company too.
Sorry, that was just weird.
The differences between the two. Welcome to the Dungeon is just kind of a base game. It comes with 3 adventurers, very basic. Welcome Back to the Dungeon comes with 4 new adventurers, which are more interesting.
They are.
The first one has...
you have a rogue
wizard,
a
barbarian,
warrior.
and warrior.
Yeah.
I think. This one has like a necromancer,
a ninja,
a bard, and a princess.
Oh, that's right. There's a princess.
But in addition, this one adds specialty monsters. So each game you're going to shuffle up the specialty monsters, take 2, and add them to your deck of monsters. So the first time you go through the dungeon, you may not know what specialty monsters are in there. So it kind of tricks the game up. So this one is much better. Slightly harder to teach, just slightly harder to teach than the other one. But I love them both. But there you go.
Do you consider them the same game?
Honestly, what I usually do is I just put Welcome Back to the Dungeon. So yeah, I guess I do consider them the same game when I rank them.
I usually do that too.
I like Welcome Back to the Dungeon better, but they're right next to each other. If I was to split the ranking, they'd probably be within a few places of each other.
Yeah, to me, this is like ranking the different timelines, kind of, or something. I feel
or
like
2 Dominion expansions.
Yeah,
like Dominion and Dominion Intrigue.
Yeah,
how do you separate those?
That's true. That's true. We pretty much play them together and all. So, yeah, it's kind of along those lines.
All right, moving on.
Oh boy,
we haven't played this one in a while, and I forgot how great this game is. And it's not great because it's super complicated. It's not great because it's got some tricked up, crazy mechanisms. It's great because this is a solid,
awesome,
smooth, easy to teach, fun 2-player game. So this is one I would recommend if a gamer has a non-gamerish significant other. This is one I would strongly suggest for them to try because it's a set collection card game with a little kind of tricked up a little bit. This one is just I forgot how great this game is. This is just a great 2-player game.
It's really fun. I love Jack 4. So one question back though, can we combine Welcome and Welcome Back to the Dungeon?
You don't need to. You can. All you need.
I think you could.
You would need. The way you would combine those 2 is you would play Welcome Back to the Dungeon, but then you have all 8 classes to pick from.
Yeah, that's true.
At the same time, you could take the classes out of Welcome Back to the Dungeon and just play Welcome to the Dungeon. The only difference between the 2 is 4 new classes and the specialty monsters. The specialty monsters, you do not have to play with them.
That's true.
So you can mix and match however you want, honestly.
That's true.
They're not.
I don't know how the balance changes. I don't know if it would affect the balance much, but that'd be part of the excitement.
Especially monsters are just an extra. You don't even have to play with them.
That's true. That's true.
All right, let's move on.
So
awesome. We got two left.
Thief Treves.
5 tribes. This is a good one. This one's also an 8. Like I said, it ranges from 7 to 8. We're right up against the 8.5s at this point. So this is like right borderline to the 8.5s. I like 5 tribes. This is a lot like, what game did I say? We've gone through so many games. Oh, it's kind of like photosynthesis. There's really 2 ways to play this game.
Oh, totally.
You can either go kind of look at the board and go, "Ooh, that looks good," and do that, or you can go, "Huh."
But math.
And do that for like 10 minutes. So.
And then I flip the table.
So we basically made a house guideline that we.
No, it's a law.
That you just kind of scan the board quickly, and then do something. Because I did a board game breakfast on this, and when we played our game of this for this resolution thing, Rebecca went first. She had 1,182 different moves she could make on her first turn.
And I picked the most meh move possible.
1,182 different moves she could make. And I actually did the math on that. So
Jeff, you summed that up pretty nicely. 5 tribes equals Mancala plus AP plus pretty art.
That's pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. But with our house rule guideline of just picking something, just picking something and quickly playing this. I really like this game.
Yeah, this is fun.
I do find myself the last couple of turns really kind of analyzing.
Okay, yeah, AP the snot out of the last 2 turns. It drives me crazy.
Because you only have like 5 things to pick from, so you can do all 5 and go, okay,
Yeah,
that
20
one, that
minutes
one, that
later.
one. It's not 20.
I usually just
I
start
do not
crocheting.
spend. I do not spend that much
gonna
time
start
on the last.
timing it.
No, you
I'm gonna
can time
time
it. I love this game. This is a good one. This is a
It
really
is
solid
good.
game.
It's almost as good as Yamatai.
Yeah,
I said it.
they're about the same.
They're not the
Yamatai
same.
and this
They're
are
not
about
the
the
same.
same
They're
for
not
me.
the same. They're different games, but I like Yamatai better.
Good one. 5 tribes. Love it.
It's
All
so
right.
pretty.
All right. So don't show the next game. I'm gonna
You gonna Sam it?
preempt it, preview it. I don't know. So here's this game. It ranks at 8. It's right at an 8.5. If we played this game once a week, this would be a 9 or a 9.5. We play this game so infrequently that when we relearn it, we kind of go, what do we do? Okay, let's just do it. And then about halfway through the game, we're like, oh, there's all the combos, and if you do this, you can do that, and this, and then that's gonna... And it's like, oh, we should play it again. And then we don't play it again for 6 months. And then we're back to, how does this work again? And that game is...
Annoying.
Bora.
Oh, Feld. What was going on with this game, man?
This game is so good, but we just don't play it enough.
Yeah, and the art is very pretty, but the symbols
Not
are
that cover
so...
art. Cover art's kind of
Cover
weird.
art's typical. Let's just put it that way, right? Euro, it's gonna be crazy. But no, it's a pretty game. You can see the back there. I'll do the hunter style. Show you the back. But it's some of the symbols are used in multiple different ways, so it can be a little bit confusing at first, and then you start to sort it out and figure out, oh, this means this, and this is actually used for something completely different. And I don't know why, for some reason, it's almost like we have a mental block. About halfway through the game, it clicks again, and it's
because there's a lot going on. This game is all about efficiencies. It's all about finding the best combination of powers. It like I said, about halfway through the game, you think, oh man, if I would have done that and that, oh, I'd be having such great turns now. And you're just kind of chugging along, and then you kind of start building your engine, and then the game's over. And you're like, oh man, I wish I could start over now that I know it all clicked in my head how it works. Because there's powers that you fire at the end of every turn. Recorded.
they're messing with each other online.
Oh. So there's powers that you do at the end of the turn, and you can, if you do one of the powers, there's multiple copies of that same power. Yeah. So if you draft multiple copies of the same power, when you fire that power off, you get a double or triple power action, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And about halfway through the game, you're like, oh man, if I would have got 2 of those or 3 of those, oh man, it'd be so awesome. And you're just like, oh. And then, like I said, 6 months later, we play it again, and we're back halfway through the game clicks. So, yes. So I can see why this is a lot of Feld fans.
Oh yeah,
favorite game, because if you play this often, it is really, really good. But like I said, it would be a 9 if we played it more often, but it's an 8 because we don't.
That's so true. Because right now, in the glow of playing it, you're still like, you know what? I really like this game, but if I have to go another couple months, and then we go back to some of these other Felds, I'll be like, Bora again. Yeah. It's such a... I don't know why. Why are you such a problem for me, Bora? It's just weird. It's so weird. Because I love this game.
Yep. So this is a good one. Unfortunately, like I said, this is one of those Felds you have to play often. So for whatever reason, when we jump into Trade Jam, like, boom, right off the bat, going. But when we jump into this...
This is not as... Each one of the, as we call the mini games in Trajan, they each do their own unique thing. Right. They have their own icons. They have their own everything. The board looks different. This one, the board looks uniform. The symbols look similar. Yeah. The stuff you're doing with them is similar. Right. I think that's the problem. Because we just dive into this and have no issues. But this one, Bora, you can't.
It just,
it's just...
There's so many... The whole game is built around combinations and efficiencies. Yeah. And if you don't have a full grasp of everything going in, about midway through the game, it all clicks, and it's too late at that point because all those powers, basically every round you have a chance to buy some of those combos, and every round they're swept. So later in the game, about halfway through, you're like, oh man, I need 2 more of those, and I'll be doing great. But wait, there's no more of those left. They're already gone. So, Bora Bora, I love you, but you need to be a more frequent visitor to my house. And that's it! That is all 12 games. Well, actually, we didn't talk about a game that we played. There's one game we played that we did not own. So it didn't count towards the resolution. We played Friday the 13th.
Oh, we played a couple games of theirs that we don't own.
What else? It's the only one you logged that we didn't.
Oh, my phone didn't log something then. I'll have to look. But yeah, we didn't play.
I think that's the only one we played of theirs.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, they'll tell us. Anyway, Friday the 13th, it's a little card game, trick-taking game, with kind of an interesting... It has... I guess it's more common, the scoring method of this game these days.
Broom service.
Oh, I forgot about broom service. Write that down.
I don't have a pen. I came here. You said I just was sitting here alone.
So Friday the 13th, it's like I said, it's a trick-taking game where players play to a central, I guess, tricks, however you want to say it. There's three different kinds of cards, and once a card reaches 13, once a card reaches a set of cards reaches 13 or higher, you take all those, you win the trick at that point, and you're collecting those, and the goal is to have the most of a type of card or have none of a type of card. Because whoever has the most discards all those cards, but if you don't have the most, all those cards count against you. They're negative points. Yeah. There's also Friday the 13th cards, which are negative points, and there's nothing you can do about them. So it's
fun. I liked it.
It's a fun little trick-taking game. I'm not a big fan of trick-taking game, but it was okay.
I liked it.
It was okay.
It was fun.
It was okay.
Oh no, joined the meh club.
It was okay. Yeah. I'm not a fan of trick-taking games.
That's true.
So for me to say it's okay is high praise. What did he say? It has a scoring system that zings.
Who said that?
Hector.
Oh.
It has a scoring system that zings.
That zings. I like that. I
forgot all about broom service. How can I forget broom service?
I don't know. I thought that game was fun.
That was a good game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So you fly around on brooms?
Not really. It was okay.
Oh no, man! What is with you? Everything's.
It was okay. I got berated multiple times for AP in that game. So
you did. That was funny.
Well, the main...
How do you AP? Anyway.
Okay, so wait. If you haven't played Broom Service, the main crux of the game is you have a selection of action cards that you have, and basically you're gonna select four of those action cards out of your set of action cards to play for that turn. And then going around the table, someone plays one of those cards, and they decide whether they're going to be the powerful version of the card or the weak version of the card. If you're the powerful version, if someone later in the group decides to be the powerful version of that card, you get nothing.
Yeah.
If you play the weak version of the card, you automatically get that benefit immediately. So it's kind of a press your luck-ish thing. But see, what I like doing is I like looking at the board situation of what's going on, looking at my cards, and trying to figure out what everyone else played. That was the fun I got in that game. No one liked me trying to figure out what everyone else had.
No, yeah.
So I would like, okay, Rebecca's there. She's gonna play.
But I didn't know
card.
what I was doing from turn to turn anyway, so you couldn't figure out what I was gonna do.
Well, that's why I lost.
I refused to plan because as soon as I do,
all I do is like, all right, okay, his two little pawns are there. He's probably not gonna do the mountain action. Okay, now her pawns are there. Oh, she might do the mountain action.
The chat is on fire. Man.
Why?
Okay, so yes, Kennerspiel winner. It was a Kennerspiel winner. This is why we're 6 games off pace.
It's what I like
everyone
doing.
wants to know if you were a strong witch or a weak witch. and everyone's scared now.
Everyone says you're giggly because it's cold medicine. It's probably not too far off the mark.
Oh man, it's all I got. I just can laugh.
I like
pass out.
I think it's the poker player in me is analyzing hands.
And that's why I just enjoyed not planning anything, is it just totally messed me up.
That's why I lose at poker sometimes, is because you got people that don't know what they're doing. Anyway, Broom Servers was good. It's just the way I like to play it doesn't mesh with how other people like to play it.
Yep. Everything's a techie. That's going to be your Lego movie song.
Everything's a techie. Yeah, none of these are attacky.
That's why they were all meh.
There's no attacky in
Is that why they were all meh?
Yeah.
Meh, meh.
Oh, wait, I gotta go. Hey, we're back.
What?
Chat with the chat.
What? You told me I was not... hi.
Where's my thing that I got in the mail?
I don't know how to entertain you and oh, I put it on your desk. Oh. This is great. Watch this. It's like a cartoon. It's like a cartoon. What is going on? I don't even know. No, you don't want this cold medicine, guys. Hi, Jobby. I'm telling you, I'm just so loopy. Oh, there it is. He's back and he's entertaining us.
If you're going to PAX Unplugged, come to the Dice Tower booth. Say hi. Play games with me.
Yes, there you go. That's awesome. Hunter is... Please, keep an eye on this human.
Hey,
if you see this person...
There's a QR code. Oh no, they're going to steal my code. There's people showing pictures of their PAX thing, and they keep telling them not to show it because the QR code. Somebody should have that about that.
It's a little late now, sucker. But yeah, he's going to be unplugged himself. He's loose. Keep an eye on him. Play games with him. Keep him out of trouble.
And you know what I was blown away by? The number of vendors that are at PAX Unplugged. What?
Keep showing your QR code.
I don't care if they want to steal my code. Anyway, I was shocked at how many vendors. I mean, it rivals Board Game Geek in terms of number. Maybe even more vendors than Board Game Geek Con.
I just want to know why there's actually a rule that says don't punch or kick people. Do they really have to say that?
There was a fight at last year's PAX, I think. Was it last year's PAX Unplugged?
Are you serious?
I think there was was that where it was?
Oh my gosh.
PAX Unplugged.
Children!
Anyway, the vendor list was off the charts. There were so many vendors. Every big vendor's there. So yeah. I'm really, really excited. The only problem is I can't buy any games, so...
Ooh, Reavers of Midgard. Ooh.
I just clicked the remind me button on that today.
Hunter's like, buy all, buy all, buy all.
I did not buy it.
Buy all.
I don't...
Yet.
I didn't buy it yet.
Yeah,
I just clicked remind me.
Did it say Midgard on it? He bought it. Whatever.
It's a sequel to Champions of Midgard.
Yeah, exactly. So you're like...
yeah, I'm going to buy it. I'm just waiting for all the cool extras to show up before I buy it. Because you can do the regular one or I think there's a deluxe or extra version.
Oh, good heavens. Yes, I agree, Gaming Wife. Don't make me make a rule. I'm like, the number one rule, drugs are bad. Oh my gosh, that's a rule?
The rules of
PAX. Let's talk about what makes a rule. That's more of a statement.
Drugs are bad. Don't steal. Don't punch or kick people. No cheating. Don't harass anyone. Don't mess with things that aren't yours. This is like something you'd see in a kindergarten class.
I was like, did the students make their own class rules? Because that's what that sounds like.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Okay, people, come on now. Let's all grow up a little bit. That's scary. Okay. Yeah, drugs are bad. Okay, I get you, Kabuki. That's kind of the vibe I got.
Are you up for anything tonight? Or are we gonna wrap it up earlier?
What are you define up for?
What
are
you reviews, top fives?
No, I'll play along with whatever you do, but I'm not leading squat tonight. I'm useless.
What's that white line?
What white line?
Is that the top of the monitor?
That's the top of the monitor, Goober.
That's funny. You can barely see a little white line right at the bottom.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted. All right, I don't know what we're gonna do tonight. Let's do a back of the box review.
Oh dear heavens!
All right, pick a number between 1 and 400.
I just want to see him count that out. That's awesome. Please give him some number oddly like 2/3 through. 12 inclusive.
21, 137. Oh, let's see. We'll average those three. Look at all these numbers.
344. Find it. Go.
That's the last one in the list, so it'd be the bottom one over there.
You said 1 in 400.
12 was the first one. So
That's true, 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Have I done the back of this back of the
Don't
box?
give him easy ones, troll. Come on now. What's up with that? You let him off easy. He can count to 12.
All right, here we go. Back of the box review right here.
Oh, goodness. We haven't done that one, I don't think.
Nope. Here we go. The game is Shakespeare. 1 to 4 players. Takes about 20 to 90 minutes to play. This is where you're putting on a performance.
Jobby.
It's more Euro-y than thematic. But let's look at the back of the box.
It's thematic.
So back of the box, what we got going on here? We got the title up here. Good title. We got the normal
basic stats.
demographics going on here. We got block text.
Boo.
I am never a fan of block text. So
tell us how you feel about block text.
But
it's scrolling.
Let me ask you guys a question. You guys and ladies in the chat and down in the comments. When you go to buy a game in the store, sight unseen, no information. When you pull it, so it's sitting on the shelf probably like this. So you're like, oh, Shakespeare. Oh, okay. So you flip it around here, you go, oh, Shakespeare. Not too shabby. Nice little picture. What's he thinking about? I'm curious. You're drawing me in. Do you go to the back of the box and actually read this paragraph? I don't know if I've read this block text of any game I've ever owned in my entire life.
But if you're standing around in madness for an hour and a half, do you read them?
No. I don't think I've ever read the entire block text of any game that I've ever played or owned. Ever. I've read maybe some words or something, but I don't know if has anyone ever read this?
Oh, I see. Yes, but I was looking for game info, not the flavor. Gaming wife says meh.
The theaters of London are abuzz. In 1 week, Her Majesty the Queen will attend their new shows.
Next.
Exactly. Who reads this crap? All right. So block test is out. So what we need is we need like
never read the flavor.
A little tiny box that says, midweight Euro with something. But good presentation of the board here. Shows the game set up to play, which is a bonus. Because a lot of times what they'll do is they'll focus in on a piece of the board and go, this is the game. But this shows an actual game set up to play. An entire game set up to play. That's cool. I like that. See, that's useful. I can see that there is little tracks you're going on. What are they saying? Why are you laughing?
It's just the troll put, I don't know how to read. and Michael put that, yes, he did read the flavor text, but he was avoiding eye contact with another shopper.
You're not allowed to be funnier than me. No, see, look.
The math rating. See? Yes! Hunter needs the math rating of approval.
So, down here at the bottom, this is what I want to read. They put it in smaller font, down at the bottom, obscured. In Shakespeare, players have 6 days to create the most grandiose play possible. At the finale, the players create the most prestigious play wins the game. Boom! Why isn't that here? Up at the top in big font. This needs to be here in big font. See that? Like, oh, okay. You play 6 rounds. You're putting on a play. I give it the meh seal of approval. If you take the block text out, take this thing at the bottom, put it up here, make it bigger font, A+.
I bet we could market that. Family Showdown meh approval. Just put a big stamp with a big green meh.
Like,
right in the front of the game.
It's the emoticon with just the line, the straight line.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. That's Shakespeare. That's my opinion of the back of the box. Back of the box review. The opinion of the game is it's a pretty fun little midweight Euro game. But there you go.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you guys too. Like David says too. Let us know what the mechanics are for it. Is it a deck builder? Is it a you know?
That's what I said. There needs to be a little box or something.
Yay, the Mr. Yuck stickers. Do they still have those? My girls never brought any home, so I don't think they do that anymore. Did you have Mr. Yuck?
Yeah. Little tongue sticking out.
Yeah, he's green sticker. He's like, bleh. You put it on all the poisonous bottles in your house. Oh, memories, Mr. Yuck.
We got a new Kickstarter in today. Best Treehouse Ever Forest of Fun.
What? That sounds awesome. T-shirts for meh.
That could be our thing.
We really want meh.
We could put meh and a tacky. You have a T-shirt that says, "This game is meh."
This game is meh.
Or, "This game is not a tacky enough." All right, folks.
You guys are so good.
I think we're about to wrap her up. Sorry, this wasn't a super exciting.
It was pretty thrilling. They had some great commentary, some lively things. There was someone
super light, man.
Yeah, Tommy got reported.
Tommy did get reported.
That was awesome. I like this. This is funny.
Anyway, we would have done more. We would have had more fun, but Rebecca is.
I'm not fun.
She's not fun tonight.
I'm not fun.
Sorry.
It's gonna happen.
Another shot of NyQuil coming up. So next time, the next Tuesday, we're gonna do a top 10. Oh, I was gonna look at that before we.
Look at what? What are we looking at?
Where's your little notebook?
I don't know. It should be down there where it always is.
No.
Oh, someone kidnapped my notebook. It's on the table of death. Oh. And Hunter wanders off screen again. This is like a sitcom.
What? All right, so top 10 list next Tuesday to be determined. There was 3 or 4 good suggestions last chat.
Oh, yeah,
we're going to probably pick one of those, and that'll be our top 10 for next time. So next, we're going to do, here's the schedule. You want the schedule for the rest of the year? Here's my projected schedule for the rest of the year.
Oh, do tell.
So next Tuesday, which would be the 13th, top 10. Next Tuesday after that, which would be the 24th, resolution update chat thing.
Okay.
The next Tuesday after that, which would be the 1st. Is that right? The 1st of December? Is that right?
No, I think you have another week.
No?
Yeah, it's early. Thanksgiving's
early.
We
got next Tuesday's the 13th is top 10. Tuesday after that is chat.
That's Thanksgiving week.
The Tuesday after that?
Yeah, is the 27th.
It is the 27th. I'm calling it the intro.
Oh, yeah.
To the top 100 of all time.
That's right.
So projected November 27th will be the intro to Rebecca's top 100.
Yeah.
So there you go. And then it'll be two a week, hopefully, after that.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh my gosh, yes, Kabuki Tot Finder stickers. Yeah. My family still has one that has like a list of their pets. It's probably not a bad idea to put something with your pets.
November 27th, you have a date.
I do.
Save the date.
Date is saved. It's gonna happen. Top 10 games to not play with your significant other.
Diplomacy.
Dominion.
Diplomacy.
Oh, I was just gonna pick all the games you hate.
No. I don't hate Dominion. Dominion's meh.
This could be a fun list. Survive, Diplomacy. What was that? Oh, Exit Room, the game.
Exit. Oh, exit games.
No
that
exit
would be
games.
my number one.
No puzzle games. That giant puzzle game we played with your coworker. She and I had a great time.
And that was so bad. That game was so bad.
And she and I were like, this is cool, blah, blah, blah. It was awesome. Yeah, we have fun.
So there you go. There it is.
That's an easy list. Yeah.
And then for the foreseeable future, we're going to alternate top 10 or some special show and then chat update.
And by chat, you also mean like also perhaps like some gaming versus the internet?
Well, yeah, just our variety show.
Ooh,
variety show.
Variety.
Our show
is
of
the
meh.
Spice of meh. I like it. All right, people.
They're doing for the pack, some of the things which I don't want to leave yet. So for some of the things I have planned for packs, I'm playing in a mega game.
Are you really?
I plan to. Now I have to get tickets.
Cool.
I'm playing in a Castles of Burgundy tournament.
Sweet, you are gonna do that?
I'm gonna try.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I am playing in what's the other thing I wanted to do?
Oh my god.
They're doing a LARP. It's a 15-minute LARP.
15 minutes?
Start to finish, you play an entire LARP. And what you do is you sign up and you pick the category. Apparently they have like 7 or 8 different scenarios.
This sounds so much fun.
And you do like a quick little start to end LARP, like a full scenario of a LARP.
Okay, that sounds amazing.
What else?
That would be hilarious. What do you do in 15 minutes?
I don't know. They had like fantasy, politics, corporation.
I'd be
all
just
sorts of funny stuff.
Oh man, I could be so stupid in that. Please tell me you get at least one dramatic.
I can't remember what else
scene.
I was doing. I have several. I
Oh,
have almost the whole convention mapped out, and I'm at the Dice Tower booth 2 hours each day. So, like I said, if you're going to PAX, swing by. I might be there. So
yeah, there you go. Top 10 meh games. I like it.
I think we just did a top 12 meh game. I think we just did a top 12 meh games. What are you talking about? Mildly exciting hullabaloo. I like that.
Ooh. I like it. I like it. Gaming Wife, you should be like in like marketing.
But what brought up the whole PAX? What I'm doing at PAX is they're doing diplomacy. You can sign up for a game of diplomacy at PAX.
You're not gonna brave it, huh?
No,
You're not gonna do it?
It's 10 hours or something like that.
I
I didn't pick anything that takes a long time.
I like it.
The longest thing I'm doing is the mega game, and that's 3 hours. The Fell tournament's 4 hours, but if I get knocked out in the first round, then it's an hour and a half.
You're gambling on that? Are you gambling on that? That's funny.
All right, let's get on out of here. We'll see you next time for the top 10 something. Something. Someone didn't have their notebook, so something.
That's right. I don't.
All right. Get me out of here.
Bye. We love you. Mwah. We'll see you in a week.
Bye. See you at PAX. Well, maybe I'll see you before then.
Somebody will see you at PAX.
You went to Dice Tower Con.
Shush.
Bye.
No.